podcast. I just want to welcome you. I've been doing this for about a year now, and I hope you have been enjoying my contents. So, I am still in the field of the mind, where we talk about your emotions, who you are, what you deserve, and who you belong to. So I will continue, and my topic is you are a living magnet. Living magnet. So we will be discussing everything that is linked to that part of the program. It won't be long. I think it'll be less than 15 minutes. So I just want to start off and saying that the law of attraction says that you are a living magnet, right? And that you invariably attract into your life the people, ideas, opportunities, and circumstances in harmony with your dominant thoughts. So I hope you got that very clearly. Let me repeat it again. The law of attraction says that you are a living magnet, and that in reverse to that, on the contrary to that, you attract into your life the people, ideas, opportunities, and circumstances in harmony with your dominant thoughts. Let me see if I can explain that. That is one of my points. So you are a living magnet. So you pull to you the energy that you gives off. Whatever energy you're giving off, you're pulling something to you. Because that is also another law. What you give is what you receive. And somehow that law cannot stand aside. It has to operate. Once you are a living person, this law is put in action. Whatever thoughts are dominant in your mind, they are activating the law of attraction. Because the more you think about them, the more you indulge, the more you become your thoughts, then you, on the other hand, will attract into your life the people that will think like you. Because a scientist, a doctor, a teacher, a mother, a farmer, persons who think alike will draw closer to the crowd. Birds of a feather flock together. So you will also attract ideas, because if there's a dominant thought in your mind and every day you think about it, then everything that will come will line up with such thoughts. The ideas that will come will line up with the thoughts that you're thinking, and also the opportunities that comes along. So first you have the people, then you have the ideas, then now the opportunities that will come based on what you have pulled in your life. And guess what? Now, when the opportunities come, when they are fulfilled, they now create a circumstance. So now you invite the circumstances, because the thoughts that has been dominant in your mind has now taken on physical. They're now being tangible. They're now being action. You have executed them. And so the persons who now see that you are pulling, you are now thinking the same thoughts, you are doing the same things. So those kind of people will you will attract them and they will come around you. And so whatever circumstances, these opportunities, people and ideas that you have attracted in your life, then it becomes your reality. So, and it says in harmony. So the circumstances that you will now face will be in harmony with your dominant thoughts. Circumstances. So if you are organized within, then the circumstances around you will be unorganized. They will be constructive. But if you're disorganized, you will attract disorganized people. If you're negative, you will attract negative people. If you're positive, you will attract positive people. If you are a lazy person, you will attract lazy people. And if you're a working man, you will attract the company of working men. It's quite so. So the dominant thought. So we're talking about the mind. So whatever is dominant in the mind, if you're mixing drink and you pour, if there's too much sugar in the drink and less amount of water, not enough water, it's going to be overly sweet. So I am saying that whatever you pour in constantly, whatever you dwell upon constantly, it will overpower everything else. So ensure that it is constructive thoughts that you are thinking. Because when you think positive, and I mean positive, optimistic, loving, and successful thoughts, I have to stress on that one. When you think successful thoughts, you create a force field. Or let me say, you create a magnet pulling power. So this force field of magnetism that attracts, when you think positive, when you think successful thoughts. I spoke to someone the other day about a certain situation, and the person says, Wayne, if you can conceptualize, if you can perceive it, if you can wrap your mind around it, you have already received it. And that is so powerful. So that is what I'm talking about. If you can think successful thoughts, you will create a force field of magnetism that attracts. And this is where the law of attraction comes in. Like iron fillings to a magnet. Have you ever held a magnet in your hand? You see what a magnet does? If you anywhere pieces of iron may be hidden in the earth, if that magnet is strong enough, I guarantee you it will pull that magnet, that iron. It will make a sound, or you'll feel the pull that something in the earth is of iron material. Why I'm saying now, the more effective your force field is, the deeper the opportunity you can pull up, the deeper the hidden things, the ideas, the people, the opportunities you will pull towards you. The more effective, the more bigger, the more stronger the force field of your magnetism is to attract based on the thoughts you are thinking inside your head, like iron fillings to a magnet. You will attract the things you desire most, the dominant thoughts in your head. So what? Positive, optimistic, loving, and successful thoughts. I implore you to think these, the very things you are thinking about. So I am telling you that you will attract the very things you are thinking about, because it is the law of attraction. If you can perceptualize it, if you put yourself in the position, if you can conceive it like a pregnant woman, if you can believe it, that nothing is impossible, as long as it is logical and realistic, nothing out of your reach, you are able to receive it, to attain it, once they are attainable goals. So this is what I am saying, that if when you create a force field, when you can wrap your mind around a particular thought for such a long time and blocking out all distractions, I guarantee you that you will create such a magnetism that wherever you go, you will put yourself in the position. Somehow persons will feel that connection. You understand me? So that is what I'm talking about. You will be able to attract the very things that you think about. As a man thinks, so is he. And if you are what you think, then you have already received it. So this law explains, let me go further now, why it is that you don't have to be concerned where your good is going to come from. You see that? And if you can keep your mind clearly focused on what you want and refrain from thinking about what you don't want, you will attract everything you need to achieve your goals exactly when you are ready. Change your thinking and you change your life. Now, if you can keep your mind clearly focused on what you want, friends, and refrain from thinking about what you don't want, this is sometimes the roadblock in our roads, in our path, because we ourselves start to think about the negatives. We start to think about what people might be saying. We start to think about, well, I'm not good enough. You start to think about, I am from the ghetto. You start to think about, I don't have enough money. You start to think about, well, I'm not fortunate. You start to think about, I'm not good enough. You start to think about that you don't deserve it. And when you start to think about all the negatives to hinder you from receiving what you truly desire, how unfortunate is that? So I am saying to you, do not think about the circumstances, your situation where you're at. All I'm asking you, apply yourself to the dream, to that goal that you want. Conceptualize it, perceive it, conceive it, believe it, push towards it, and believe me, whatever you can conceive in your mind, whatever you can wrap your mind around, Wayne, you can receive it. And I am a firm believer on that. You understand me? So you will attract everything you need to achieve your goals once you can wrap your mind around it. And guess what? The universe, God is faithful. He has set these laws in place already. The sun shines, the rain falls, the earth is refreshed, plant grows. A farmer will plant the seed, or first he will have to clear the land, plow the land out, plant the seeds. The Lord God waters the field, then the seed starts to germinate, then they start to push up. Then a couple of weeks, couple of months after that, they start to grow blossom, and they start to put on fruits, and then the harvest time comes. This is how it is. I guarantee you that whenever you are ready, you will achieve the things that you desire. Only when you are ready, you will achieve them. All right? So firstly, my friend, you must change the way you're thinking, and in order for you to change your life. So that is what I want to say. And if you don't remember anything, remember this. The law of attraction says that you are a living magnet, and that you invariably attract into your life the people, the ideas, the opportunities, and the circumstances in harmony with your dominant thoughts. Who are you? And what is your dominant thought? I leave you with that to figure that out. Thank you for listening.